Cruel, inhumane, appalling. Just some of the ways a federal judge described how the Arizona Department of Corrections treats the inmates entrusted to their care.
ABC 15 investigator Courtney Holmes shows us why the state has been found in violation of inmates' constitutional rights.
Judge Rosalind Silver holding nothing back in her scathing opinion that Arizona is violating the 8th Amendment rights of inmates with cruel and unusual punishment.
It's clear that she is beyond convinced that this is a broken system.
A system that David Fati and the ACLU National Prison Project has been working to change since 2012, when this class action lawsuit was first filed. A settlement was reached to improve prison conditions in 2014.
113 separate measures that they were supposed to comply with. But for a large number of those, they were never willing or able to come into compliance.
Even after being held in contempt twice and fined more than $2 million.
Judge Silver finally decided that the settlement wasn't working and we had to go to trial.
Weeks of testimony included inmate horror stories that the judge cited in her ruling. One inmate who showed progressive signs of multiple sclerosis was instead diagnosed as being delusional. Her MS went undiagnosed and untreated for years. The judge called it an example of the most callous and inhumane indifference. She also cites a 25-year-old who suffered from schizophrenia and died by suicide after never receiving his medication. In another case, records show one inmate over 7 days was only fed 9 times.
I really have to emphasize just how extraordinary that is. Prisoners being denied food is just not something we see in mature democratic countries. And yet, here it is happening in Arizona in 2022.
And the judge was particularly critical of Director David Shin.
Director Shin had testified at trial that people in Arizona prisons actually get better health care than people in the community.
Judge Silver called Director Shin's testimony detached from reality, given the overwhelming evidence and repeated instances of insufficient care leading to suffering and death. Shin is responsible now, but this case began under former director Charles Ryan, who was also at the helm during another disturbing case involving Arizona's prison system. ABC 15's Unlocked and Unsafe series revealed that locks in some prisons just weren't working and left dozens of high-risk inmates free to leave their cells, light fires, and in some cases attack guards whenever they felt like it. Despite the department's history of inaction,
ADC has had more than 10 years to fix the problems.
Fati believes this time there'll be accountability.
They have fought us tooth and nail every step of the way. They have spent more than $10 million on private attorneys, even though they're represented by the Attorney General's office. We think enough is enough. The time has come for ADC to recognize reality and to finally, at long last, fix these lethal problems.
Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.